Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Made Simple. Today we are going to solve problem on probability. So probability for one coin. So let's read the problem. If one coin is tossed, what is the probability of getting head, getting neither head nor tail, getting either head or tail? So before we solve the problem, let's write down the formula for probability. So probability is nothing but count of favorable outcomes upon count of all possible outcomes. Count of favorable outcomes upon count of all possible outcomes. So when we look at this problem, looking at the A, B, C, for all these three part, this part will be same. So count of all possible outcomes will be same for one coin. First of all, let's find out the value for this, and then one by one, we will get the value for this A, B, C, all three problems. So let's find out the count of all possible outcome first. So let's take one coin, okay? If you toss a coin, what are the different possibilities? You will get head or you will get tail. So we are just representing it as H and T. H for head, T for tail. So can we say all possible outcomes, like all possible outcome, 1, 2. So we have total 2 possible outcomes. So count of all possible outcomes become 2. Now let's try to solve problem one by one. Let's start with A, getting head. So when we write down the getting head, first of all, let's write down both the all possible outcome as is so that we can find out the favorable outcomes. So count of favorable outcomes for getting head. So we have total 2 outcomes, out of which how many are favorable for head? Only one is favorable for head. We can say count of favorable outcomes is 1. And count of all possible outcome, it is 2. It is fixed for all the three problems. So our probability is nothing but probability of getting head is count of favorable outcomes, it is 1. Count of all possible outcome, it is 2. So 1 upon 2. So probability of getting head is 1 upon 2. Let's try to solve the second problem. Getting neither head nor tail. Getting neither head nor tail. So first of all, let's write down all possible outcome. That is heads and tails. So now we will find out the count of favorable outcomes. When we say favorable, in this case, it's getting neither head nor tail. That is favorable for us. So when we say getting neither head nor tail, so we should not get any head also. We should not get any tail also. So let's look at the H. Is it getting neither head nor tail? We have a head here, so we cannot consider this. So we cannot consider this H. Can we consider T? We want neither head nor tail. So here it's a tail, so we cannot consider this. So can we say overall count of a favorable outcome for this situation, neither head nor tail, that is 0, because none of the condition is satisfying this criteria, neither head nor tail. It is having at least head or it is having tail. So this is also not satisfying, not favorable for us. This is also not favorable for us because we don't want head, neither head nor tail. We don't want anything out of it. So our favorable outcome for this is 0. And what is the count of all possible outcomes? We have already found out earlier. That is 2. So if we have to write the probability of getting neither head nor tail, that will be favorable outcomes are 0. Favorable outcomes are 0. And all possible outcomes are 2. So 0 upon 2, if we do, we will get 0. So our probability of getting neither head nor tail is 0. Our answer is 0 for part B. Let's try to solve the C part of it. Getting either head or tail. So try to understand the difference for neither head nor tail and either head or tail. So when we say neither head nor tail, so if head, tail, anything comes, none of them are favorable for us. But when we say getting either head or tail, both are favorable for us. So let's say someone asks you, you want tea or coffee. And if you are good with tea, that is also favorable for you. If you are good with coffee, that is also favorable for you. So in that case, both of them will be favorable event. But if you are in a position where you don't like tea or you don't like coffee, you say neither tea nor coffee, and then they give you tea, that is not favorable for you. They give you coffee, that is also not favorable for you. The same way we got neither head nor tail. We got zero here. So in that case, if you don't like tea and coffee, both you don't like, and they give you tea, then it will be zero for neither tea nor coffee, and it will be two for either tea or coffee because both are going to satisfy the condition. So let's write down the both possible things, head and tail. So what is the count of favorable outcomes now? Let's look at the favorable outcomes for getting either head or tail. Okay. So see H. Is it favorable for us getting either head or tail? So getting head is also favorable for us. This is one. T, tail, getting either head or tail. So tail is also favorable here. So you can say that favorable outcomes are number of count of favorable outcome is 2. And what is the count of all possible outcomes? That is already true. 2. Count of all possible outcomes is also 2. So probability of getting either head or tail, it will be, what is the favorable outcomes? 2. What is all possible outcomes? 2. So 2 upon 2, this become 1. So probability of getting either head or tail is 1. Thank you everyone.